Hey guys, this is Lorenzo. Sorry, a little late today. Just finishing setting up. Yeah. So today's a new week. This is the reset for Monday. Looks like we get 1 million rupees, and let's see. I think the new part for the campaign is coming. So this month in Dragalia Lost, news from Al-Qaeda. Actually, hopefully you can all see this. Basically, let's see what he says. Hello everyone, Yuji Al-Qaeda here, Director of Dragalia Lost. First off, as we always, thank you for playing Dragalia Lost. The Divine Deception Facility event is here. The Ilian Church of North Crestelia and its members play a central role in the Agents of the Goddesses Facility event is in September of 2020, and the Divine Deception, a new facility event featured even more apostles and angels, is now live. Oh, hello. Oh yeah, the Al-Qaeda news. Yes, welcome to the stream. Let's see, materials earned from the Divine Deceptions may be used to upgrade the event-exclusive cleansing fount facility. Well, that's the fountain building that we get from this event, and that boosts damage dealt to enemies in event quests and powers up adventurers that wield daggers and mana casters. Aiming to upgrade for your cleansing fount to level 30. So yeah, level 30 is the max level for it. As soon as you can to prep those benefits. I also hope that you enjoy the groovy songs that plays during the event. Okay, I actually have the music muted for obvious reasons, but yes. Now that Divine Deceptions has arrived, I'm happy to say that we can finally put names and faces to all 5 apostles, okay, and their angels. In case you need a refresher, Bastilus, that's the guy in the suit that looks really cool. Wonder if he's actually a character we can use later. Is paired with Michael. Okay, Michael and Basilisk. I guess I need to go through the story again because I'm not sure if they're aside from Basilisk. I don't know if I've seen Michael before and what he looks like. Nevin with Ramiel. Well, I think a lot of us who have Ramiel likes using him because that dragon prep helps a lot. Pinion and Gabriel. So Gabriel is in the new banner. So. The Dragalia Lost banner is still on. I think tomorrow is the last day for it. And then Gabriel is in the next banner. Rizarda, the Light Spear, and Raphael. I don't think Raphael has showed up yet. Ferris as well. Ferris, I think, is in the next banner. Ferris with the, I think, Mana Caster, Shadow Mana Caster, and Uriel. Haven't seen that dragon yet. These 5 are led by a commander named Regina, who's paired with Sandophone. They are united in purpose. The relation that each apostle has with their particular angel varies widely from trusted companion to carry their partnered akin for a foster parent. Okay, the adventure Rizarda and Dragon Gala Reborn Jean are available to summon in the Gala Dragalia, which is the banner we have right now. And the adventure Ferris and Dragon Gabriel, the very same Gabriel who's partnered with Pinion, in fact, will be available in the showcase starting on March 2nd at the reset time. Plans for this month, the first set of quests in a new series of high difficulty content, Rise of the Sinister Dominion, will arrive in mid-March. Rise of the Sinister Dominion bosses are tied to the apostles and angels who appear in the Divine Deception Facility event going on now. Details of these relationships will continue to be fleshed out as the overarching story evolves over time. The first set of Rise of the Sinister Dominion quests, Lilith's Lilith's Encroaching Shadow will debut in 3 difficult: Standard, Expert, and Master. Okay, that's cool. Now remember when Akito was introduced, we only got Standard and Expert, but looks like they brought all 3 difficulty at the same time. So that's actually pretty cool. And what's more is Master difficulty features a new mechanic that causes the boss to change their element attune mid-battle. So I think that was one of the predictions for at least some of the YouTubers saying that the reason why we get the 2 extra slots for the Worm Prince is so that we can actually wield dual elements for our adventurers. So when this occurs, players must adapt to this new threat by changing their team, and therefore must prepare 2 teams before embarking on the quest. Okay, so oh wow, so basically, okay, never mind about the worm print that I was talking about. Maybe that helps a little bit, but the main purpose for this is having 2 sets of elements of teams, so that you can go into battle with when Lilith, I guess, changes element, you will have your second team for the other element. So players can unlock additional Wormplane slots in their Akito weapons, which is good. We don't want a new weapon and re-upgrade everything, so we're just adding extra slots to it. In their Agito weapon using materials earned in the Rise of the Sinister Dominion quests, increasing the total number of worm prints. That these weapons can equip from 5 to 7. However, only special worm prints earned from Rise of the Sinister Dominion quests can be equipped in these additional slots. So these are special worm prints. Not just, you can't just take your existing worm prints. These are new worm prints that you earn from the quest. Upgrade these special worm prints. Players will need to collect the required material by playing Rise of the Sinister Dominion quest. It's clear, then play these quests. These quests has many benefits, new weapon slots, and worm prints included. Since the plot of Rise of Sinister Dominion takes place in North Gristalia, players must complete Chapter 16 of the campaign before they can attempt this challenge. So make sure you complete your campaign. At least finish Chapter 16. If you're not that far in the campaign yet, I encourage you to continue upgrading your team and play through the story until you are ready to go toe-to-toe with these powerful foes. Please note that Lilith Encroaching Shadow Master, which makes use of the new team change mechanic. So only Master Mode has this team change mechanic. Will only be available in solo upon release, but a co-op play version will be added later at a later date. Okay, so looks like Master Mode is available. Master Mode will be available for Master Mode will be available only for solo. Okay, but eventually co-op will be released. Rise of the Sinister Dominion quest released after Lilith's Encroaching Shadows will debut both solo and co-op play versions available from the get-go. Further details will be available in a upcoming notification. I hope you are looking forward to learning more about what awaits you. A defensive event will be held mid-March. Wow, this is a really cool looking character. Looks very futuristic, so that's nice. The story unfolds in North Granstallian, city of Bram, and will feature a pair of combat androids. Okay, combat androids from the region. Here's a sneak peek of one of them called Arine, or Irian, like Laxi. She has a mind of her own despite her android origins. Okay, so I don't know if that's a dragon or is that an actual character, but the sound of it might be an actual character. Yeah, it doesn't. I don't know. Does she look like a light unit? Maybe. I don't know. Let's see. The echoes of Antiquity raid event will return. Oh, this is the first like Journey to the West one where you get Transong, which is a fire wand, I think, or fire spear, fire lance. I actually don't have her yet. I have to open the wiki and take a look. Yeah, because this was before I actually even started. Playing Dragalia. So, but yeah, that's cool. So we get another well-filled character, and I'm not sure if they're introducing a mana spiral for her. But yeah, this is the one where I think because the one that I started playing was when I got Sun Wukong, or which is, I don't know. For me, I just think of all the Journey to the West, like the monk, which is Xuanzang, but it's a girl, I think, and it has hair. Usually it's a monk, so at least that's the story I have heard in folklores. But yeah, looks like this event is part of chapter 18 of the campaign will be released in late March. So the second half of it will be released then, and awaits the prince and friends in their deepest recesses of the forest of the fairies. So this is kind of one of the predictions that people have been kind of speculating, which is basically Gala Note. So we might get her as a playable character. Not sure if it's like a new character slot or it's just another unit, kind of like Peony, right? Peony is also a fairy, but she's like a full-size character. And additional events taking place in late March will be revealed in the upcoming Dragalia Digest. Future updates: Dragalia celebrates another momentous milestone, 2.5 years of service. So now they're kind of on March 26th at 11 o'clock. As previous anniversary information on the upcoming updates events will be provided in the Dragalia Digest beforehand. I hope you're looking forward to see what exciting news Notes has to share. Okay, so there is going to be a 2.5 anniversary news coming, and hopefully we'll have our hopefully they replenish our Wormites. Hi Ventus. Yeah, the collab news. Hopefully that's what we look forward to. At least that's what I'm looking forward to. And hopefully, I don't know. My guess is Monster Hunter, but well, you never know. And other people, also predict maybe the Fire Emblem event is coming back as well. So we'll have to find out sometime in mid-March, when they give us more news about it. And looks like we get 5 summon vouchers and 30 exquisite honeys. Okay, that's pretty good. And hopefully, if we have the half stamina and ×2 or ×2 Agito drops, it might help a bit, because we'll probably, at least some of us, will start taking advantage of the auto solo comps for the Agito runs, or even the high dragons for farming the Orichalcum. So yeah, these are all awesome things they've mentioned, and yeah, all this is happening tomorrow. Well, starting in March. So we definitely look forward to that. Let's see what else is in the news. Okay, so today is the refresh of the month. Okay, I thought it was going to be tomorrow, but remember to restock all your monthlies. And then regarding the release of the Rise of the Sinister Dominion, it was scheduled to debut on March the 4th, which is 4 days from now, I guess. So yeah, that's great. And then scheduled to debut has been delayed until mid-March. Okay, never mind. I spoke too soon. Looks like, yeah, it's been delayed until mid-March in order to ensure players can enjoy the most polished state. Okay, we thank you for your patience, and we kindly ask you to wait a little bit longer as we complete the finishing touches. So I'm guessing they probably found some bugs and they gotta fix it. It's like, for those of you guys hanging out yesterday, you probably seen me suffer with the new Auto Dragon functionality. The third time you transform, it just hangs all your characters. I don't know if you guys encountered that, but that was something I saw, and I was like, wow, I can't complete my auto master Agito runs, at least for Tartarus, and it's because when you auto dragon, it freezes your character, and all you can do is hope that the boss attacks you, so that the AI comes in and attack. But if you're out of range, then the time just goes out, and not a good experience. So hopefully, I posted a feedback thing to send over. Hopefully they address it. And the Astro raids, I think that's over. So those are all old news. But let's take a look at the let's go to the shop and buy all the monthlies. So I'm just gonna collect my alliance. Oops. So let's see. So the monthly packs have restocked, and I usually don't buy them unless I unless there's a dream summon character that's available. I should have bought for those of you who are free to play, then you can just ignore what I'm saying, but I should have bought it during the Persona, I think. No, it wasn't the Persona. It was like another one where they give you extra diamantium from purchasing the smaller amount one, so that you'll have enough if you need to dream summon without breaking the bank. Okay, so let's see. Getting my ores, getting those the granite, and let's see. Okay, so treasure trade. Actually, I don't have anything for Worm Sigil remnants. They should really refresh this. I think it would be nice that if they can refresh. I have like 2,000. I'm sure like a lot of you guys probably have the same amount as me since they rolled this out. But yeah, the Fafnir medals don't have much use for it after you purchase at least the gold testaments. Let's see, Astro rates. So let's go to the bottom. There's 1 champion testament and then 3 knight testaments. So I usually just buy those. I don't really necessarily buy these ones now because you can earn them pretty easily from just I personally don't find a limitation on these. And if you actually keep buying all of them, I think you'll kind of run low when you want to buy these. So that's why I've been holding off and not buying that. So yeah, let's see, Ventus, you were saying, is the Auto Dragon, is it the Auto Dragon? Because your characters would freeze when farmed standard Cayenne, when your Delphi, Gala Shell, and Gala Cleo, and Grace. I think it's the Auto Dragon. So yesterday, when I was testing it out, as soon as I disabled the Auto Dragon and Manual Dragon it was. I didn't run into the bug. I think before the Auto Dragon was introduced, when I had Joker as the lead character when I do my campaign runs for farming the Draconic Essence, I was also having that same issue, and I was like, oh, this is a Joker bug. And I think it's the issue with auto dragoning, because Joker uses Dragon Drive, and I also think it's because of that auto dragon using the Dragon Drive that also affects it. So yeah, I think if more people report this, hopefully the side games development team will take a look, and hopefully that will make it a bit better. So yeah, like they do read the feedback, and yeah, the more people that report this, then they know this is a more urgent matter, so that they'll address it. At least when I was a developer, that's how I would tackle certain things, or um, um, basically prioritize what bugs should be fixed first. So yeah, definitely don't hesitate to use that feedback feature. I think it's under leave feedback right here. I put it under about the gameplay controls, but yeah, it could be. Yeah, I put it under about the gameplay controls, saying that's a bug. But yeah, for requesting additional features, sometimes for me, I personally, for me, I like more engagement of the players. So I recently, I think, posted one. At least the feedback that I posted was for requesting some of the features from Princess Connect, which is another side game, Gacha game, which is, well, developing side games, but the publisher is still Crunchyroll. But yeah, basically, the I think some of the alliance features are great because say for example, like even games like from Supercell, like you're waiting for the encyclopedia feature. Yeah, that's something that would be great because well. It's really slow to kind of go through. Like, you can always go to your team and then go to collection, and then go through all your this doesn't tell you much, but what I was gonna say? Yeah, the castle stories. Yeah, but the thing is, it's not really that easy to navigate and go through just to go through the story. I think we kind of rely on going to like Dragalia Lost Wiki or something to get some of the lore out from the characters. At least it's a lot quicker than going through the castle stories, and also just going through the character and just scrolling through, and hopefully the last page will just give you a little bit of a small digest of the adventure. So it would definitely be great that they can do that for us. But yeah, definitely request your features there. I think they do read it. If enough people report it or suggest it, then hopefully they'll keep an eye out for that. Because back then, one of the things I used to do when I made YouTube videos for another game that's a gacha game a long time ago was I always, at the end of my video, I was like, what are your like, they didn't have a feedback feature here, so usually at the end of the video I read a couple comments, and then I know the developers for that game was also watching my videos, so yeah, they end up actually applying those changes and the feedback, and people felt like, yeah, if you voice out, they'll do something about it. But yeah, what was I doing earlier? Looks like let's take a look at the event. I think there should be something. Oh, it's actually in 2 days that will be unlocked. Okay, but yeah, I was in the middle of buying stuff in the shop. Sorry, I just remember that. So I just bought the Astro Raids and then followed by the Void Battle. So use up all your seeds at least. Like for me. I think the main ones are like the Champion Testament, the Knight Testament, and then the Twinkling Sands, and all these ones here. These ones at the bottom for the Gold Whetstone and the Succulent Dragon Fruit. Those are good too. But yeah, if you're running really low, I wouldn't need to get it. But you can see I've saved a ton. I don't really spend it that much, so. There was one time I made the mistake. And you never have too much. But yeah, if you look at how much I have, actually you can never really use up all. Maybe if I upgrade every single dragon I have, and also upgrade every weapon I have, you can see I already have like too much of the whetstone. I have like 23,000, and also like for the concentrated water, I have almost 50,000. So it hasn't been consumed that quickly. And then whetstones I have like 20,000. So yeah, But yeah, if you have enough of this, the one mistake I made once with my alt account is after buying the mana and the rupees, I accidentally forgot that it was still at the top. So what happened was, say for example, I bought all the rupees. Well, rupees would be still a good thing, right? Even if you spend it all, it shows up at the bottom. So usually I start at the bottom. So I accidentally go here and then press redeem, and then just oh, okay, actually, it's safer now. Okay, they actually limit you to 1,000. Back then, there was no limit, so you could actually use up all your seeds. Okay, so actually it's safer now. Okay, there was one time where I actually used it all up off the mana, and I felt I was like, oh my gosh, I need to re-farm all the things, all the void battles. So yeah, I just noticed the change here because ever since then I start buying stuff from the bottom. So if you start with the top, then it will show up at the bottom, and then when you're at the last item, it's the infinite item. So you'll end up spending all of your seeds on it, and it may or may not be what you want, especially the mana one, because I personally have not run out of mana for upgrading my units from the mana for their mana nodes, part of their mana circles. So yeah, you can see it's always there. So that's why I start from the bottom and up. So that's the safe way to do it. But yeah, I usually buy everything up to at least I bought all the limited ones, and then when the next resets kicks in, then that's where I buy it again. And yeah, again, I made the mistake of purchasing. Like even the mana. Oh, never mind. Oh, so I can spend all of it. See, that was the mistake I made last time. See, I can actually use up all my seeds here. There's no cap in this one, and I actually accidentally purchased using all my. I guess they only limit the rupees. The rupees is fine. Like I think having extra rupees is fine, but having extra mana when you don't need it, that's not that useful. Because personally, I think I have all my characters. Well, at least most of my characters that I use maxed, and I should have enough to get the rest of my characters as well. So if you look here, I have 29 million mana, so I'm not worrying about that. But yeah, it looks like there's no limit on how much mana you can buy, and it's not actually that much if you've used up all of yours. So that's why I start from the bottom and buy my way up so that I know how to stop. So yeah, the mana thing, maybe we need a cap there, because I remember one time I spent it all and I was like, oh shoot, and then it wasn't just one time. I actually it happened to me twice. So yeah, it definitely is not. You got to be careful there, so you don't actually sometimes I mindlessly just want to just buy everything, and that one tends to be the infinite one, so it uses up all your seeds, and you know how valuable seeds can be, right? So yeah, mana doesn't have a cap. I'll just put in the feedback in a moment after stream. Okay, so everything reset. So let's see. I finished my weeklies yesterday, so now the weeklies have reset. I still haven't completed my legend, because the thing is, I personally don't have too much time, so that I can't practice enough, and maintaining some alts, it makes it even harder to maintain. But at least one thing I did finish was the Alberian Battle Royale. I finished it this morning, and it was actually pretty quick. Now that you don't need 570 points to actually unlock. So like if you look here, I got the bow, the Eternal Bloom, which is the bow for Louise, I believe, and it didn't take that long. I think I usually play I play pretty safe. What I do is I usually play wand, and I like to survive and stay near the circle, and then kind of as the circle kind of closes in, I just kind of try to be hidden And then as long as I get in the top 10 or top 5 or even the top 3, then it builds up really fast. So it didn't take that long, and it's great that they lowered the requirement for this so that it doesn't take as long to do, because some people really feels like a big chore to do this more than any of the other ones. But yeah, like they did lower it. I think last time I mentioned that back then, if you want the Gold Testament, it was like 2,000 something. I forgot the exact number now. But now the Gold Testament is lowered to like 1,300 something. So yeah, it's like 5 or so being in third. I think you get if you be like third, it takes like third. I think third and second you both get like 40 points. If you get first, you get 80 points. Even though they mentioned it in the last whatever in the last update, the third and second gets the same amount from at least like for what I know. Well, you probably get a couple of points more, because if you're able to survive as like second or third place, you probably did kill one or taken out at least one or two other adventure or like other players, and I think each player you take out, you get 1 point. So it definitely helps, and when there's some people that plays where they're AFK. So like even if you get the 16th place, you get 5 points. There was one time I it took so long, I walked away and then I got killed. Yeah, you didn't know Joker had a unique attack. Yeah, Joker and Seimei both have unique attacks in Battle Royale. Yeah, Seimei. I didn't realize that. And Seimei's unique attack makes him. I personally feel stronger than the existing Wan characters. So Seimei definitely is like the thing is, you can't unlock the character unless you own it, because where is it? Like originally I was like, where do I actually spend the those prints? Not prints, but the cards. It's here where you probably change character, where you only the characters you own is here. So like for me, I can't just have Seimei's skin, because if I go to Wan, I actually don't own Seimei. So Seimei is not in the list that I can actually choose to unlock. So that's kind of for those people who don't actually have Joker, and Peony and Mega Man can't be unlocked for their skins. Oh, okay, I didn't know that, but I thought Mega Man. It'd be nice to have Mega Man running around. I think it's probably because, why? That would be cool. Yeah, I started this game from Mega Man. At least you can use Mega Man's weapon skin, right? For those people who are like, oh wow, you have this skin I've never seen before, or you've used this character that I've never seen before. So, but yeah, that hopefully they bring the Fire Emblem one back, so people who wants to get the Fire Emblem characters can. But yeah, I think nothing super urgent to do right away. But make sure you do your Nightmare. Sad times. I'm sad now that I know I couldn't unlock Mega Man. But yeah, just do the Nightmare ones, because as a daily bonus, it has that grand bounty. Hopefully, when you do it, you can get your. Let's see. I'm just gonna switch to a fire character so that my chances are a bit higher, because I use this team mainly for. Actually, maybe I should use Mim. Yeah, I was thinking about using Panther, but yeah, Panther already auto transforms with the dragon drive, so I want a character that actually has a dragon. I'm gonna be lazy. I'm gonna save out this instead of re-equipping this. There's nothing too difficult about this, but I'm just gonna use a worm deck and then save it on one of the slots and then re-equip it after. That's usually how I equipped a character, because the equipment set only ties to that character. And but yeah, I'm probably not summoning for that one. Yeah, the new banner is really cool, but I'm gonna save up, because like a lot of the rumors were talking about were saying that there's gonna be a Gala Knot in the 2.5. So yeah, like you weren't here for the this month. Oh, no worries. It's the gist of it is they postponed the Sinister of the Dominion event until like mid-March, and then the other part is they were saying that the new banner is going to feature those characters, and they're going to have a 2.5-year anniversary, but they did not mention about Gala Note, but some of the people have mentioned, yeah, and they're also permanent, so yeah, that's why I probably they're part of the main story, so it's not like a seasonal thing where it's like, it's a Halloween one or a Valentine one or a New Year character. So they're not limited. So that's why there's no urgency to summon. At least I personally won't be doing it. But yeah, it's up to you if you have the resources. But I'm personally gonna save for it. I already spent 130 summons when I did the Gala Dragalia banner for Gala Jean and Rizarda. So I have both of them, and I haven't really utilized them very well yet. So that's why I've been kind of holding off on that. But yeah, that like if you don't have much resources, save it. I don't think you'll regret saving it. And yeah, I personally won't be summoning for that particular banner. Yeah, I don't have Picarine either. Picarine is awesome. She's like the highest DPS light character, I think, at least the last time that it was mentioned. Yeah, Picarine is like, very high DPS light character. Let's see. Sure, have a shield. Okay, so hopefully this will run smoothly. So again, yeah, be careful when you're using the auto dragon. Yeah, if they auto dragon like at least like 2 times, yeah, 47k wormites is enough for spark. Yeah, but yeah, that's definitely enough. I think it's like 36k wormites is enough for sparking. So yeah, I think you're safe. You're safe there. Yeah, I only have about 20 something k left from the last summon, so yeah, like I think Simon was able to do it with 30 summons, and I was like, wow, so lucky. But yeah, it took me 130. I think Scorehard also took 130 summons, but some people are luckier than others. Back then, I feel like my alt account is luckier than my main account. I have no idea why. But yeah, like when I see it, I was like, wow, it's like I don't have to use so much. I think my alt account has like almost 40 as well, at least like maybe 40k of wormites, and every time like, oh, I don't know why, like when you have 2 accounts summon at the same time, it just feels like, if one doesn't get it, the other one might. And yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't able to hook up my other phone. Otherwise, I would probably do it at the same time. But now that I know that even for the current banner, even if you miss Gala Jean, most likely she'll come back in a remix banner as well. And people, I think a lot of YouTubers, such as Foundry and even Zeno was mentioning that if you don't summon, it's perfectly fine, because the Mouse Dragon and even Gala Thor, if you have those two, you're pretty much set. So yeah, getting Joker on day 1 on first 10 pull seems kind of unlucky. Well, why is that? I'm not sure if you saw. There was the was it Victor Hunter, the voice actor for Yuden. He was doing his stream, and he spent, I think, 24k of or at least 240 summons, and he got none of the characters from the event. And I was like, but the thing is, the way he's summoned, I personally don't recommend, because like usually what you do is you gotta get that pity rate up, right? And also the Joker, the Persona event, there was just the regular 4%. It wasn't like a higher percentage, but I don't know how to do the math for it. But people mention that if the percentage is lower, like 4%, and it's a featured character, the chance of you getting that featured character is actually higher than if it's at a rate up like 6%, like what our Dragalia banners, Gala Dragalia banners are like. So, but yeah, like getting Joker on the first day on the free 10-pull summon, I don't know. I wouldn't say that's unlucky, man. I think that's like I would be happy for it. Like none of my tickets are actually, I never actually get anything good out of my tickets. So like during the last during my summoning session, like when the banner was up, my three 10-fold tickets got nothing. Yeah, so my three 10-fold tickets got nothing, but some people, yeah, definitely got it. Yeah, the last time you didn't get pity up was during the Fire Emblem Heroes 1 for Veronica. Yeah, so yeah, like yeah, I didn't know about the pity system, like, and then once I learned about it, I think my success rate is actually a lot higher of getting the character I want. So it does help, and I highly recommend doing the pity rate up, even though it's just a 0.5 or whatever. It's like basically you get the 0.5 up for the whole 10 summons versus whereas like if you don't get the pity rate up and then you do single summons, well, you don't even do the single summons, you always use your Wearmite, and I don't know, I personally I just want to make the odds to favor myself. But yeah, at least, yeah, watching the Yuden voice actor do his summon, it was very sad. I just felt I just felt really bad for him because out of his 240 summons, he got nothing. Basically, he got nothing. He got none of the Persona characters. He didn't even get the dragon. He didn't even get Arsene. So it was very sad. And then watching the way he summons, he just basically throw everything out using basically he just throws everything out first with the 10-fold summons until he runs out. Then he starts using a couple single tickets, and I was like, whoa! I felt inside of me felt very bad. So yeah, I thought when you summon on stream, you have the feat called Summoner's Luck, right? At least I've seen it a few times. I remember another streamer, Taika. I think I watched her summon for Gala Shell. It took her 3 summons, single summons. It was like she did her 10 tickets to get the pity rate out, and she got Shell in the 3rd summon in that pity rate up. To build up that pity rate, and then she just stopped. And I was like, wow, that's super lucky. You just use single tickets, and you're just trying to get the rate up, and within the rate up, you got the character you want from the Gala banner. So, yeah, definitely. For me, like back then, I was still saving for Joker, so I'm not doing anything there. So that's why I was like, I don't know. Sometimes when you see somebody lucky and you want to imitate them, that's when you're at least that's when I feel like the luck has already been taken. So. I don't risk it. And there was once where my other account, I really wanted Gala Mim, and she was sparkable during the remix banner, and I didn't have the resources, but I still did it anyways, and I couldn't get her, and I didn't have any resources. So in the end, I barely missed out for Panther because I didn't have enough Wormites, and I end up needing to spark Panther, and I had to go through the castle stories and go through all the characters, not on my main account, but on the other account. I had to go through not all the characters, but at least maybe 30% or 40% of the characters just to get the Wormite, so that I can get this, so that I have just enough to spark. And I actually had to spark, even though my rate was at, I think, 8.5%. So it was at 4% banner. And you only get 0.5%, so I got it up to 8.5%, and I didn't even and I had to spark her, and that was really sad, and it felt so. That's why from now on, if there's a character I really look forward to, you better save enough to spark. Otherwise, you spend all this resources and you don't even get her, then you feel really bad. You feels really bad when you spend all your resources and still don't get the character that you want. But the sparking system is definitely something that is great, because we at least we don't have to spend unlimited amount of resources. For the people that whale in the game, they probably with Diamentium, you actually get double the worm sigil, so you only have to summon half the amount that most people have to do. So worm sigil, you get, for the using Diamentium to summon, you get actually 2 per summon. So it's actually, I'm not saying it's cheap, it's still expensive, but at least it's more affordable than spending thousands of dollars and then still not getting what you want. Maybe your luck is just not there for that. So yeah, so I don't think there's too much. I thought the new part for the campaign will be out, so apparently not. One strategy I learned from McCaff's stream was Galaranzo first time around and got him in the Nyx Gala banner. That's good. Yeah, that's sometimes you don't need them right away, because originally I think Galaranzo wasn't actually that good at the beginning, and then it got buffed after the revamp of all the characters in 2.0. So it's good that you got it later, because that's when he actually became more useful. Because everybody was joking around that all the other I remember when I was playing High Mercury before the update, nobody uses Galaranzo. It was usually, well, I don't know, most pubs I prefer to play with are the ones that are in meta, because back then, if it wasn't in meta, it was basically nearly impossible to do, and I don't think anybody's patient enough to sit around to kind of guide people to succeed. But yeah, I think hopefully the new event with the new extra slots will make it nice, and it's a new touch and make it fun again, because I feel like there's not much to do right now until the new content is out. It's great that they introduced the Auto Dragon. Again, the Auto Dragon is only good 2 times. After, when you did the 3rd time when it tries to transform, it messes up. But yeah, definitely report it, and hopefully the development team and side games will hopefully address it by hopefully a small update, instead we have to wait for another I call it the minor version. So the major version is the 2, and then the minor version is the 5 right now. So so hopefully and then there's also another version after that, is the patch version. So hopefully they do it in the patch version, which usually gets released more frequently than a minor version. So hopefully they address it quick. Instead of postponing until okay, we're gonna have another big update. They usually do an update almost every month, so hopefully you don't have to wait that long. Because personally, I think I was doing even Master Cilia. Okay, Master Cilia, I was thinking the Auto Dragon would make it awesome, or at least make it easier, because usually if you don't at least for me, my party is not doing enough DPS if I don't dragon for them. And same with Tartarus. Yesterday I was doing Tartarus, and if I don't dragon, I don't do enough DPS. And sometimes some of the characters end up stuck in the bubble, and you need to dragon. So for the dragon to be glitched, or at least buggy, it just makes the manual run makes it at least the success rate a lot higher than basically it's supposed to be a quality of life feature that makes it easier for us, and they end up not doing that. So yeah, I personally was just kind of aggravated, but they introduced a new feature, but they made the existing functionality not work anymore. At least the run is no longer 100% successful. You'll get stuck and it'll time out, and that's even worse than dying, because when you die, at least there's a retry button. But if you don't die and your character's stuck there, and the AI for the boss doesn't walk towards you, because at least your AI is still attacking if it's close to the boss. But the thing is that it won't attack if it's too far away. And the boss, if they don't even walk towards you, then all that can happen is the game will time out. And yeah, the game doesn't even freeze. So it's definitely a functionality wrong with the auto dragon. Maybe it was already an issue with having what's her name, Tiki in the party. If you had her as a lead, I think if that was the case, well, the thing is Tiki stays in her dragon form pretty long, so probably harder to see. It's like using was Aldred or something. Aldred, the welfare character with the blade when Dragon Drive was introduced. Like if you had him as the front line, maybe it would have been a bug before, but maybe it was kind of weak, so nobody used him, and maybe it was a bug that was already there before. So let's see what I have now. I haven't really been farming too much. Usually what I do is I do the 2 for the boss battle, and then afterwards, oops, I don't want sure, whatever. I don't really need the friend skill. Yeah, I think it freezes is just shape-shifting bug. The manual Ikai end up freezing. So, oh, even your manual Ikai was freezing? Oh, so I haven't started shape-shifting. Oh, interesting. For me, it's like if I have as long as I have the auto dragon disabled, my runs has been pretty smooth. But yeah, maybe they have a shape-shifting bug in general. Even manual Ikai, that's bad. Yeah, I was doing Master Cilia earlier right before stream, and then it was also stuck as well. Yeah, it's after the second shapeshift. Yeah. So maybe any character, when you do the second shapeshift, it messes up. Yeah, that really sucks, because I was like, this is like kind of one of the most requested feature for the longest time, because like, AI could auto everything, but it doesn't auto the dragon. So I'm hopefully more YouTubers develop content on the auto comp, so people can start utilizing this auto dragon. But I guess there hasn't been too many videos for that yet. At least I haven't been deliberately looking for them yet. But yeah, like if it's just one shapeshift, or finish the boss after the second shapeshift, then it should be fine. But if it takes more than that, like even Expert Volk, I think I ran into that issue as well. So yeah, it was really annoying. And yeah, like I already have a comp that works without the auto shapeshift or auto dragon, so I don't necessarily have to rely on that. But yeah, it's definitely a great feature. But with a great feature, I just hope that they continue to make it stable, because having that introduced and it's unstable it's annoying and it's not fun. Yeah, I really hope they fix it soon. But yeah, I don't know. I think I don't know. I'm thinking like, what kind of modes can they introduce that will make it like I think they can totally make a Dota game out of this, because like you have your heroes, and then you can do what was it, the defense battle, like the one from Fire Emblem, where you're defending a little castle, and then they could totally use that mechanic and make a Dota game out of this. Like maybe it could be like a 3v3 thing where you can only have like one adventure per lane, and then afterwards they can choose a side to defend. Because yeah, originally when I thought about the Fire Emblem event, I was like, oh yeah, sweet, they're gonna have a defense battle thing. Does that mean like we're gonna like you're gonna take the side of like Marth or take the side of Veronica, and then afterwards you get paired up, and then you can fight the other guys. There's another game coming out from Pokemon. I think it's called Pokemon Unite, and it's basically a MOBA game for Pokemon. And I thought it was pretty. Everybody's jumping into the MOBA genre, but yeah, at least side games, even though a lot of people kind of hate, or it's kind of a love and hate situation with the with basically the Alberian Battle Royale. It is definitely something new to bring to the table. Having PUBG and Fortnite being so popular, that's basically where the inspiration, at least I think, is coming from. Is basically PUBG and Fortnite, because you see the circle thing closing in. You just went a whole weekend with no sugar. Oh, eating ice cream right now. Yeah, that's that was basically it's good. I had my share of ice cream today. Well, it's just a ice cream bar, but I don't know if that was an analogy or physically or literally eating ice cream right now. But yes, there wasn't that much to do over the weekend, at least, because for me there's not much in the game to do. Back then I always kind of plan things where, okay, first day of the week, like the reset is the best time to do Agito, and then I had I had a specific setup with GNC to do Master Legend Volk. I haven't tested Volk since the patch, or at least the restriction. So one day I'll try it again. But personally, I don't really have to again, like most people felt like they gotta get all the content unlocked. But the Alberian Battle Royale is nice. Congrats, you got the skin. It's good that it's a lot easier. At least the requirement has been toned down a bit, so it's actually easier to obtain without having to stress a lot. Because before, getting 570 and you're leaving at last minute, it's like, oh shoot, there's all these other things going on at the same time. I don't have enough time to do it. So that's why I kind of procrastinated, because the Persona event and everything was going on, and there was like a times whatever event, half stamina for something. All those took precedence over doing Alberian Battle Royale, so it's good they lowered the bar so that we can obtain it easier. Let's see what else I have left to do. So I finished all of that. I just replenish my stamina from. Usually I just kind of auto and then that's pretty much it. So I've already maxed my spear building. So now I'm just. I don't even know if I actually need that much. What's the light one for? I think it was for staff, from what I expect. Yes. Yeah, the axe. The axe for like the Gala Ellie's axe, Ellie-san's axe was the one. I still haven't switched the skin yet. I was talking about it and bragging about having it now, so that my Karina would look better. And then I still haven't equipped the weapon skin on her yet. Still using the Agito skin, OG skin on it. But yeah, I think. Weren't we supposed to get another legend difficulty for Cilia coming soon in the next month? Yeah, I thought there was legend Cilia coming soon. So that's the reason why I'm building. That's the reason why I have the reindeer version of Zanfried here, because. Zanfried, I think Mona and 2 Louises should do pretty good DPS. So yeah, hopefully, that's kind of the reason why I'm building her. But like for light team, I still have I have the team that does the auto, which is Templar Hope, OG Ranzel, Silas, the Wind Lance. And also, not the Lowen, the regular Lowen. So that's my team I use for auto Okay, so I have just enough to do one here. Yeah, I think there's not like too much to do right now because at least I guess if you have too much stamina, you could spend it on like if you haven't finished your event compendium for I think the library event where you get Lathna, or at least the one where she was introduced. I think that one would be a good one to throw some of your stamina in. But yeah, I haven't done any Agito Legend or Master. I can barely finish the Shadow Tree the other day, so I'm farming weapons now. You you mentioned you have Veronica, right? Yeah, because Veronica and Master. Well, I'm guessing maybe. Well, during the how well did you do on your time attack for Shadow, like the one that just passed? Yeah, there's a lot of really good quick comps that you can use to at least some people were using to farm. So yeah, like you definitely get I think at least Shadow Element. I maxed it pretty quick because there was nothing to do before, so that's all he could do was like farm for Kion because he was easier than Volk. Because Volk before the update where your characters did not have iframes when you roll, it was really hard. Yeah, you didn't do co-op for time attack. Oh, okay. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. I think I got 19 and 20 seconds for each. So, but yeah, like for my Kion material, you can see like once I found out like how to do the solo, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a half stamina or ×2 Agito event during the 2.5 year anniversary. At least that's what I'm predicting because that's what they've been doing for the last few. Is during the New Year's and also during the Persona event. I was so quite surprised when. Well, I don't know if it was a Persona event, but yeah, they definitely brought it back, and that's the best time to farm in co-op because, like for me personally, I think in co-op it's pretty empty, and like the best thing to do, like, do you have a Karina built? If you have a Karina built, yeah, I think it's the easiest way to farm to use up your stamina for it because the twins. Expert, master, even expert and master. There's definitely still some rooms that people still use the Karina for. Like let me take a look because usually at reset you'll find somebody. Yeah, this is probably a Karina room, or even without Karina, it would still be pretty easy to clear. And same with master. Using Karina is pretty easy to clear twins. But for Kion, I think, Kion, like basically, let me see if there's any Veronica runs here. I'll see if I can join one of those cheese runs. I guess all the people that have been doing the cheese runs or the speed runs for it is already done. So that's why it's just regular people trying to do it. And this guy's probably, he put win, so he probably wants a private room for people to join. Actually, yeah, this one's probably just wanting a specific group to join them. This one should be pretty easy to farm. Like Kion, like personally, as long as you have a dispel unit in your group, it's pretty easy to clear. So the Shadow Tree shouldn't be that bad to do. But yeah, what I'm saying is like if you do the, well, but yeah, if you want to, like, basically, I think the two that I maxed first was Cilia because Cilia was pretty easy to. Oh yeah, and your Veronica's not spiral, it's still 50. Okay, yeah, then yeah, that probably is also a reason why it's a bit harder to do. But yeah, Veronica back then was the go-to character for speedruns. But if you don't have Veronica, you can do it still the legit way using pot. Like for me, what unit do you actually usually use in co-op? For me, I usually back then used Patia to kind of break in, and then afterwards I was using Galacleo. But Galacleo personally doesn't have a dispel, so that's why you want to have regular Ranzel with his skill share. I think at level 4. then you have the dispel ability when you use it. So you save it whenever he casts that adamantium shield, and then you can and then it'll be a lot easier, because the annoying part is definitely the shield. As long as you can clear the shield, it's yeah. But you haven't done co-op in half a year. Okay, yeah, and also the co-op is being more and more sparse. So yeah, usually what I do is if I want to use up my stamina quickly, aside from going to the yeah, there it is. Here's a Karina cheese room. Yeah, wow, that's pretty good. Like, yeah, I personally only do co-op mainly if it's easier and there's people doing it. But nowadays you can see it's getting more and more scarce to find a good co-op group. But yeah, like this one, like the Karina cheese is so much faster than farming. Also, like Expert Tartarus is not guaranteed because of his special move that that messes everybody's damage and capping it. So yeah, I only use it for, you know, quick runs or something. When somebody, yeah, I'm pretty sure there will be somebody joining, because some people just do the easy stuff for the weekly, and then it's just so much faster that way, because you don't have to worry like, oh, like I remember back then, pre like 2.0 days, I always find the rooms that has the ability to cheese, so that I remember using Iyasu to fight High Jupiter, and it was really hard. I feel like I keep winning by, like, you know, so little, and the chances are pretty low. So so I was so happy when, as soon as I was able to pull a Gala Clio, and I was like, okay, I'm set now. I can do the cheese. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Come on, one more. Okay, good. Yeah, that's the thing, is you have to clear before the portal shows up in the cheese. And then the main thing is you'll stay in the zone to recover, and don't stay in dragon form too long. So yeah, because Karina does more damage outside of dragon form than in dragon form. So, but yeah, make sure, like, the thing is, this works because I have Summer Cleo. But if you don't have Summer Cleo, it's still okay. It's still clearable. The only thing to keep in mind is well, you can before, what I did was I used used regular Randall's move, and it was still okay. Like before I unlocked that ability, because it's definitely an investment that you have to do in order to get that. But yeah, like, Karina is the best investment I have, because it took me really far, and Siren is like, even if you don't have the bunny dragon, the one on my head, even if you don't have bunny dragon, yeah, I do have the wind tree max and some wind Agito weapon max. Just need the staff. So so yeah, like yeah, the wind one is definitely a lot easier, because yeah, you can totally do auto on that one, even with Fafnir. So I think the wind tree was also one of the first one I maxed as well. Because yeah, sometimes I was like, oh wow, we can just auto this, and I was quite surprised, because back then autoing Akito content was like I don't know, was a dream, or was a fantasy that I couldn't even imagine. but now it's quite common. Yeah, even do you have Grace? Because if you have Grace, I think soloing Tartarus, I mean not Tartarus, soloing the Cayenne would be a lot easier. But even if you don't have him, I think Cleo is another good choice, and it's a welfare character that you get from the story, the OG Cleo. So yeah, I think overall, like at least the game doesn't block you for too much. It's just like how much work you need to put into it, because yeah, I couldn't imagine I can get this far, because before I was like, wow, it was funny, because I was showing this to a friend, and then they were like, oh, I just started. And I was like, wow, your one unit is already stronger than my whole team, because yeah, it definitely took like, for somebody new just jumping into the game, they might not even have like 10k. But yeah, Grace is so good. Yeah, like I remember talking, like a lot of people were like, even all the, I think during one of the Dream Summon videos, like everybody has Grace on the top of the list, and I somehow got Grace from a Gala banner way back, and I was like, oh, and then same with Mitsuba. Mitsuba is also another great character for enabling guaranteed crits. So that's why, like, I think the comp that was used for the comp that's used for speed runs with Karina before was like one Mitsuba or two Mitsuba, because yeah, basically Karina and Mitsuba they pair really well together. Even Mitsuba plus Veronica, because that was the comp for I think that's basically the comp for Master Tartarus to do it in 20 seconds. Basically, Mitsuba does her thing, and then well, does the buff and then drops the debuff zone using Shaojin, and then oh, you didn't have Grace for a long time. Only got her like a month, 2 months ago. Yeah, totally. Everybody wants Grace, especially in a lot of pubs. Even if you look at Legend, you know, people are still looking for Grace. Like, I guess Grace does play pretty uniquely compared to most healers because, yeah, like you need to time those shields and keep track of how everyone else is doing, just like a regular healer, except that you look at the shield. So double roll, and then skill 2, skill 1, okay, and then wait a little bit. And come on, no. Somebody messed up. Somebody missed a hit or two. That's the reason why I failed. But yeah, Grace is so good. Like you could basically use it on almost every boss right now. Even like back then, I was like, well, I don't have, like, I remember the first time I played Celia, and I was like, I don't have a wind unit built, and then I remember I was able to just join with a Grace, and I was like, nice, I got carried. So yeah, like basically Grace works with everything. Yeah, Grace is definitely a game changer, for sure. Like that was basically the reason why my solo content got well, but yeah, basically that's the reason why my solo content was doable. Oh no, come on, why is there not enough damage? Oh, okay, never mind. Strange. Do we have 3 bunnies? But yeah, I think Grace does make the game so much. Like basically, people are saying Grace is equal to easy mode. So as long as, and I'm totally okay with easy mode. I haven't bought a Dream Summon, and I'm completely free to play. That's good. That's totally cool. I would love to do that too. Well, I'm mostly a free to play player. I think I only well, I gave in once, basically just to get, I spent a total of $11.99, so just for a Dream Summon. So like, yeah, I think, and then I regret it right after too. I got Belina. I Dream Summoned for Belina because I already have Grace, I already have Mitsuba. I was like, I was playing legit before when I was doing Master Kion, because the team that was used before was Patia, Grace, and 2 Belinas. Yeah, so and the thing is, everyone's always looking for Belina. It's getting harder and harder to find rooms that were. Wow, I think somebody definitely is not doing enough damage. I hope it's not me. Come on. Wow. Yeah, this was not a good run. But yeah, like like, yeah, if you don't have to spend, don't spend. Just if you're able to play without, if you're able to progress. That's the thing is, I like the game Dragalia mainly because I feel progression. Like when I play, I used to play Monster Hunter. Yeah, Bellina, I can't have her. Oh, I just recently learned how she plays. I actually had Bellina for a long time and never use her. And Bellina is like, it's so, yeah, she's very unique because um, she's one of the few. Basically, she never used her force strike. Okay, she's like a character is that you never use the force strike for. So she has a very unique playstyle, and you want to get her in her like kind of dragon drive form. Pretty much. Oh, 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 oh. I always see this guy. I remember seeing this guy with like 3 times. But yeah, but Belina is like you just get to your dragon and just keep spamming skill 2. I think. Actually, no, skill 1. Skill 1. No, don't spam skill 2. That gets you out of the dragon form. You do like a couple attacks, build up the meter, and then just skill 1, build up the meter. A couple, I think it's like 2 or 3 slashes, and then do skill 1, 2 or 3 slashes, skill 1. Because when the skill 1 in dragon drive form, you'll do the dispel, and it helps a lot in especially when fighting. It helps a lot, especially when fighting Kyan. I think I messed up. Come on. Why can people not do enough damage for this? Come on. Yeah, I also played Monster Hunter since the Wii days. Yes, me too. I also played Monster Hunter. Yeah, like Monster Hunter has like that kind of like steep learning curve and the prep work. Like because Monster Hunter on the Wii, at least the version I played was Monster Hunter 3. I haven't played in a while, so that's why I forgot a lot of the monster names. But remember the one where you have to fight them while they're swimming? That was the most annoying boss that I fought. Okay, I did a good crit there. Okay, there's definitely some lag going on here. Oh, nice. They pulled it off. That was definitely way too much work. Oh, I got dropped? Oh no. Oh, it looks like I dropped some frames too. Yeah, it's hold on, let's see. It says I dropped some frames. I think my internet connection might be a little unstable just for a moment. Is it better now? I hope. It says I'm dropping some frames. Okay. But yeah, like Monster Hunter definitely was a game that took a lot of endurance and patience to play. It kind of reminds me of Dragalia Lost now, once you get to the end game. But the thing is, at least for the controls, you can't really blame it much because you have a controller. Whereas here, sometimes, yeah, you may blame. I swiped here. I should have iframe here or something like that. But yeah, back then it was all you. And if you couldn't master, yeah, Tartarus's transformation is really cool. I don't disagree with that. So yeah, you want, yeah, like basically. Yeah, it feels like he turns Super Saiyan, basically, if you watch Dragon Ball. It's like, yeah, he's like, he gets out of there, and then he does that nice charge. It does look really cool. But yeah, speaking of Super Saiyan or charging, like the monster I really like in Monster Hunter was Zinogre, because he does the charge, and then he basically, like for me, before I discovered Rajang, it felt like he was because Rajang actually turns Super Saiyan as well. Oh, nice. Okay. We got this. Um, but yeah, like it felt like yeah, like 1, 2, 3. There's the charge that I was talking about, and that's where I dropped the buff zone, because it's not too early, it's not too late, and also when he attacks, you get out of the bunny form in time. Okay, after this a bunny again. Oh, he bunnies first. I'll bunny right after. And then he's gonna do his charge and get me out of my bunny form. Yeah, I know. Oh, looks like I've been dropping frames again too. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, it looks like yeah, in the last few minutes it says 5 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago, and then 1 minute ago. Sorry about that. I think yeah, my Wi-Fi connection. I should really drag a really long Ethernet cable to my machine. And then the other thing I heard was like, because the way I'm streaming this from my phone back to my computer, I don't. Unfortunately, my phone doesn't support the external like HDMI, so I can't use a capture card for it. So the phone, in order to connect to my computer this way, it also consumes the Wi-Fi. So it uses both the Wi-Fi bandwidth for streaming as well as casting it. Back to my machine. So yeah, apologies for that. I even tried to lower my resolutions before. I think it was at 1080p, and then I had to lower it to 720p so that I can hopefully stream a lot smoother. But yeah, it looks like I've consumed all my resources, my stamina for tonight. So hopefully the new event will look good. So I'm probably gonna call it a night. Thanks for hanging out, Ventus, and I think it was who else is here? I think last but yeah, I think yeah, there's not too much left to do. Yeah, just remember like to grab the store has been updated so that you can rebuy stuff, and also in terms of this month in DL, I think the first two we have already mentioned, which is basically the Dragalia banner and the next banner with Ferris and Gabriel. I'm pretty sure they're in the permanent pool. The new mechanic when you're playing Master Mode, having 2 teams instead of 1. Oh, that's Romeo! You just got here. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just about to end stream. I should also make you a mod because you've been here like every night and definitely been helping me out with a lot of things. But yeah, it's nice they gave us 30 honey and the 5 summoning vouchers, so we probably it's good that we have that. So yeah, I think and yeah, definitely report that bug if you guys are getting that summoning dragon transform or the auto dragon issue. Definitely report it. Hopefully enough of us give our feedback on that issue that they'll fix it, because yeah, it's not I thought it was an Android issue before, so I tried it on the iPhone, and it also was an issue too. So it definitely is on both. It's not like an iPhone or a performance issue because you had like a weaker device, because I have 3 devices using this, and I ran into that issue on all of them. So yeah, definitely report it. It's supposed to be a quality of life feature, but it caused it more hindrance than it did before. So I end up like not autoing Dragon, just autoing manually. So yeah, for sure. Hopefully, like in a couple days, we'll unlock the next part. And then the other thing is they postponed the Sinister of Dominion event, or they postponed it to drop frames again. Last second. Oh, seems like at a certain time my frame starts dropping. But at least I'm not in the middle of the battle. But yeah, yeah, like they postponed it for another 2 weeks. So I'm pretty sure they probably ran into issues with the new mechanic. Yeah, when the new banner drops is when they unlock the next part of this story. So we still have another 2 days for this Dragalia banner, and again, last time I took 130 summons. Okay, honestly, I don't really need to get her, but the other thing I really wanted was for for the ones that didn't have raid up, because yeah, I really wanted to get like Gala Prince and or Gala Luca, but those aren't on rate up, and it's not sparkable, so that's very unfortunate. One day I'll have Gala Yuden, because yeah, I think it was like Gala, anybody with I think back then anybody with like a nice buff zone automatically goes to top tier, and I really wanted him, and I think all my accounts except for my main account has Gala Yuden. And then there was another one where all my accounts except for one of my alts don't have Gala Min. It's just, there's no perfect world. That's why I have, the main reason why I have my alt is mainly because, I have so much feathers. Some of the void battles, you need at least one more person in order to actually start it. So I just have another alt there so that I can just go in, so that I can just start that and use my feathers for it. So yeah, that because I personally don't use enough of it, and if you look at my feathers, my ashes, I have a lot, and I can't consume them fast enough. Yeah, that's what alts are for. You don't need a perfect account. Yeah, that's exactly what. Yeah, back then I'm I think before I was playing Dragalia, I was playing Pokemon Go, and that was the same thing. Like I remember. I had a coworker that was really good at it. He was already level, very close to level 40 back then, before they upped it to like 50 now or something. And what he did was, he always had two accounts, and basically he has one account that is a different team than the other one. So I think there's like three teams. There's the MY alt. Has a bigger roster than my main. yeah. I mean, your alt has a bigger roster than your main. That's exactly the same thing. That's the same thing. If I can show you my other account, I have all the characters that. Well, actually, my alt doesn't have Tiki, but my main has Tiki. But my alt has Peony, but I don't have Peony in my main. So, but my alt has like both Gala Luca and Gala Prince. So yeah, it sometimes feels bad, like, oh, my alt is way better than my main. The thing is, yeah, it definitely takes, I don't know, I feel like they're trolling us. Like, hey, your main account is, you probably want to spend some so you can catch up to your alt or something. But yeah, back then, like for Pokemon, I had a bunch of old devices sitting around, so I installed it, and then created an extra email so that I could have enough alt account, because basically, like, there's there's raids where you go out to like a Pokemon gym and then take and then the thing is, like, the boss, even for 3-star, I think 3-star bosses, or at least like 3-star bosses, it's still like, I don't know, I didn't really have a really strong party back then, and that's why I bring like an alt, and then the alt became like 2 accounts became 4 accounts, became 6 accounts, and then basically I had like 6 phones on me. I had like a tray that I carry with me whenever I go do raids, and I had this perfect finger positioning of the phones so that I can use my index finger, my middle finger, and my thumb, so that I could tap on that circle button in Pokemon so that you can do your super attack or whatever when it charges up, so that I could actually solo raids myself. That's how sad I was, because I was like, relying on other people is not as good as relying on yourself. and then afterwards when you're done the raid, then you have the chance of catching that raid boss Pokemon, and then I mastered like the timing on all the different devices, because like the I had a Nexus 5 or something. It's not that good. It lags a bit. Sounds like your brother. There's like this guy in Taiwan. I think he was like called like I forgot what his nickname was, but he had like 26 Pokemon devices on his motorbike or something. Like he had like this like little motorbike. And he had like all these mounts, and he had like 26 devices. And then when he was getting interviewed, and he was like watching him do it, he's like he can barely touch the other ones. If you have your fingers like all widely spread to tap on the screen, I tried. Like I had an iPad. I had like 6 phones before. Now they're all like kind of put away, but yeah, and because I had that mentality when I got into Dragalia, I was like, oh, I need an Alta, right? No, it's really hard to play seriously on 2 devices at the same time. I tried. Maybe I can do it for a couple bosses. I can do the cheese for the twins. Yeah, that's easy enough. Like it doesn't take very much time. I think it takes like. It's pretty easy to just, go down, lure the twins together, do your, S2, S1, and then afterwards, when the boss transforms, try to time your GNC and everything, and just spam your skills. That might be possible, and a couple cheese runs maybe, but yeah. Aside from that, like void battles are easy, but aside from that, I think having an alt account. Playing 2 devices at the same time doesn't really work out. So yeah, I was really obsessed back then with Pokemon. I was like, I had to use my raid pass every day, and then I had to. And the thing is, like having 2 different teams on different factions. The purpose of that is because you can only earn 50 Pokemon coins per day. You can only earn 50 Pokemons per day. Even if you exceed that, you can only have 50 coins. So what you do is, at around 12 a.m. or something, or right slightly before 12 a.m., kick yourself out, and then you get your 50 points, and then you, I even like drive out in my car to go to the gym to kick myself out with my alt, and then put my Pokemon back in so it resets, and then I didn't actually have to spend that much in the actual Pokemon game. Yeah, instant. Yeah, I have my like I have 2 accounts. I have the red, and then I have the yellow, and yeah, I was it worked out pretty well. It worked out pretty well. Anyways, thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna call it a night, and it looks like my frames are like dropping like really well, not as badly as before, but yeah. My brother still does that. Oh wow. I would, yeah. Like I remember, when I was telling my friend, I was like, when I start playing the game with 2 devices is an addiction. And it was like, what if you play with like more than 2 or 4? I call that obsession. So I was obsessed with the game. But yeah, I definitely stopped. I didn't even get to level 40, but I got a lot of shinies. Like I got a lot of shinies. I got a lot of candy and stuff. It was good times. It was good times, and at the same time. There was I think like back then the other game that I got really hooked into was aside from like Monster Hunter and stuff, but it was also Destiny. Destiny, like I remember playing with my coworkers. We always have like Tuesday or something, and I felt like games that kept you engaged. You feel like you have a purpose, and those what brings me back. And I think I broke the cycle. At least I broke the addiction as soon as I broke the addiction after I went on a trip to Japan with my friends, and then I broke the loop. After you break the loop, then it's hard to get yourself back into it. And I think that was the same thing with Pokemon. I took a break, and then I stopped playing for a while, and then I just occasionally log in for like community day to get a couple of shinies, and that's pretty much it. But I don't feel like the obligation to use up all my raid passes anymore. So at least that's what I've But the thing is, I haven't broken my addiction to Dragalia Lost yet. But I'm sure that day will come one day. But you know, especially depending on what type of content is available, I'm sure a lot of people already exhausted once they reach level 200 and already have all their gears maxed out and just thinking what else can they do, and then they can't think of anything. They probably move on. So I hope they keep Dragalia more engaging and keep the players, well, make them have a purpose. That's the thing. Any games that bring you to a point where there is a purpose, like for me, the purpose is progression. If I once the point where I reach that there's nowhere else to progress, I'm probably gonna stop as well. So they better keep it engaged. Anyways, I've been saying this for a while, but yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. Let me see if there's anybody to raid, or if you have any suggestions of who to raid. Let me just do a quick check, really quick. I wonder if the guy that I usually go visit is still streaming tonight. Oh, Fire is streaming right now. Okay, I guess we can go check her out. Fire's I think she used to be she used to play Dragalia, and then she yeah, Fire TV. Have a good night, Last Romeo. Thanks for coming by. But yeah, Fire's a pretty nice VTuber. She was playing Oblivion. I think it was not Oblivion. It was Baldur's Gate 3 last time I checked, and now she's playing Minecraft. So I'm just gonna move and rate her right now. Fire. Alright. Well, anyways, thanks for dropping by. I'll try to stream again tomorrow at the reset, and definitely post your feedback in the Dragalia Lost feedback, especially the bugs, because yeah, like I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one getting it, and yeah, any improvements to the game will all benefit. So. Anyways, thanks for coming by. I hope you guys have a good night, good morning, good afternoon, and Lorenzo signing out. See you guys. Bye bye.